Right, find the center, vertices, and foci. So I guess we have to complete the square again, because it's not in standard form. So let me get the x's together. Let me factor out the 4 from the x terms. And now what do I add to complete the square? Here, plus 1. What do I add to the other side? 4. 4 times 1 plus 4. Okay, what do I add here to complete the square? Half of 4, 2. 2 squared is 4. 4. So here's what we got so far. 4 times x minus 1 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 16. Last step. No, it's not in standard form. Divide by 16. You need a 1 on the right-hand side. So this becomes x minus 1 squared over 4 plus y plus 2 squared over 16 equals, don't do that, 1. Okay. So where's the bigger denominator? Under y, so it's vertical, not horizontal. It's the only thing you're looking for. What is the center? What is this? 1, negative 2. And honestly, from there, personally, I'm going to sketch the graph, or at least enough that I can tell where I'm going with this. Let's see. So it's vertical, and I'm starting at 1, negative 2. Okay. Okay. 1, negative 2 is right there. What is the value of a? 4. This is a squared. A equals 4. So that means I should go up 4 and down 4. Those are the vertices. What are their coordinates? 1, 2. Negative 6. Okay. Now we know that the foci should be along that same line, right? This is the major axis, but they're closer in, right? How are we going to find the foci? What letter do we need to know in order to know the foci? We need the C, right? But we don't have the C. How can we calculate the C? Use the a squared plus or equals b squared plus c squared, right? Because we've got both the a squared and the b squared, right? We know those. So a squared equals b squared plus c squared. A squared is 16 equals 4 plus c squared. So c squared equals 12. If you turn that into a decimal, just a minute. It's c equals the square root of 12, which is about 3.5. Right, so starting at this point, the foci should be up the square root of 12 and down the square root of 12, which you could write it like this, right? You could say that is 1 and then starting at negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 12. Right? If you want to substitute the decimal of 3.5, you could do that too, right? If I added -2 plus 3.5, that would give me about 1.5, right? That would be 1.5. If I subtracted 3.5 from there, it would be down about -5.5. 1, 2, 3, -5.5. Right? These are approximate, right? That plus or minus the square root of 12 is exact. It doesn't matter to me which way you do. I think the book, when you check your homework, they'll do the square plus or minus the square root of 12. It's the way they'll list their answer.